welcome to my channel. I'm Elma. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. You've seen it from the titles. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a whole bunch of my product empties. I have a lot to go through. This is kind of going to be a mini review where I'll be telling you if I like the product or not, if I'll repurchase or not, or if it was just full on a dud and I should have never even touched it. So without no further ado, let's get into the video. If throughout the video you find yourself enjoying all of this, please hit the like button. It really means a lot to me and it helps me in the algorithm, and we're just gonna get into it. So
I gotta tell you something I could do.
The last time I did this, I think I was actually wearing like this top or something similar to this, and I was like in the window. I'll leave it linked in the card so you can check out my previous product empties. I don't do this a lot. I think I do this like once a year, so here goes. This is not only product empties, there's also some decluttering stuff in here. I think I'm gonna pull out, and for some reason this has no cover anymore, but it's the Kiehl's Deep Cleansing Foaming Face Wash. This was like ages ago. I actually really enjoyed this, but the reason I didn't repurchase is because even though it did a great job at, you know, removing all my products, my makeup, however, I have dry skin and this was not hydrating enough, so that is why. But if you have normal to oily skin, I think you might really enjoy this product. Next off is the Drunk Elephant Bestie number 9. This was actually really nice. I find that, like the Kiehl's one, it was really great at removing all the makeup, but again, it did not leave that really lush, plump, hydrating feel I like to have with my cleansers. I did enjoy the smell of it as well. It was really nice, like very fresh, especially in the morning, but a little too stripping for my like stuff. We're gonna talk about the Prep and Prime by MAC, the Fix Plus. This is a classic. However, I haven't repurchased this in a long time. I have one that's like a gold deposit in it. I'm having a really hard time finishing that actually because of this said gold deposit. I will eventually maybe repurchase it, but it's not one that I tend to go where I'm like, oh, it's empty, I must go get it again. So there's this thing where also I'm kind of like scaling back, really more careful about purchases than I ever was. I guess that's what turning 30 does to you. It is the summer, a lot of like skincare stuff. This is the Summer Friday CC Me Vitamin C Serum. This I actually have repurchased. I don't know if there's another bottle in there or if I chuck some, because at some point I was like, I don't think I'll do it, and I chucked a couple of things. But this would be like my second or my third that I have like another backup already. Really love this. I talk about this all the time. This is part of my morning skincare lineup. If you want to know about my skincare routine, because I have dry skin, I do have my morning skincare routine video that I did not too long ago actually, so it's really recent. All the products are there, how I use them, all the good stuff. I'll leave it in the cards and in the description box, so definitely check it out. Another amazing product that I have repurchased is these Epashoni Retinol Cream by Drunk Elephant. I am so happy that it's still the same product, but the container is like now one of like your pump ones like this, which is way better than this metallic thing. The product inside is pure gold, hence why I repurchased. But yeah, one thing I didn't like about the container of this is that like you'll press it out and an excessive amount would come out and then it'll get stuck in the cover. Really annoying. Really happy they did upgrade packaging, and it's an amazing vegan retinol actually, so good to know. The TLC from Boost Glycolic Night Serum, AHA BHA blend, raspberry extract. This product really works. It's really amazing. The thing with AHAs and BHAs, I would have repurchased this, but I'm very curious about trying a bunch of them. At the moment, the one I'm using is from Pharmacy. Really great. Anyway, it's one that I do recommend you check out, but the only thing that I have with Drunk Elephant is like it's a hefty price tag, so if you do get it, I recommend that you do so during a sale or something like that. Is the Ole Henriksen Dark Spot Toner. Does a good job at removing dark spots. However, I much more prefer the Balancing Force Oil Control Toner, especially just applying it on ready to go pop-ups with a like little cotton swab. Really amazing. So So yeah, did not feel the need to repurchase, so that's to be noted. Also, my skincare regimen has kind of changed. I don't attack impurities in the same way as I did before. I don't know if it makes sense. Anyway, I have a couple of these in here, or that I have chucked away because I was like, okay, one is just needed in here. But this is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray that I keep on repurchasing over and over and over again, simply because it works. The hype is not overkill. I genuinely love it, and I have dry skin, so I'm very picky about my setting sprays. I'm dry skin and sweaty, so I need that to stay on my face, and Urban Decay stays unmatched. Though I must say, and it's again the price tag. I'm talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This thing is amazing. However, the packaging is so shit. So usually I have them over there, like kind of lying down, no problem with any other one. But this one is leaking, the Tatcha one leaking, both more expensive than the Urban Decay. So please make it make sense. However, it is one of the only setting mist that I have tried in a very long time that has impressed me as much as the all-nighter set. The Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This is really amazing, but again, it's one of those products like it's on me. I should probably research it and really see what this is qualified as. Like, yes, it's a serum in what category, but it is amazing, and it's one of those products that work really, really well. But again, my skincare routine has changed, my habits have changed, I've learned new things, and there's certain things I'm like, do I really need to spend this much into this product? This is one of them that I will be repurchasing again, but not anytime soon. This I feel is like a hyaluronic acid on steroids. Amazing. That's my chicken. So next off, so this is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I purchased this when Charlotte Tilbury launched in Sephora here in Canada, and that was like a couple years back. I do have a video on that on my channel if you'd like to check it out. I'll leave it in the cards. Definitely check out the cards, loads of video references. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a little comment below so I know you've reached this part of the video. Anyway, the Magic Away Concealer. Honestly, because of its packaging, so it was one of those like sponge-like applicator, kind of reminds me of the, what is it, the L'Oreal, that thing on the spongy thingy. So not hygienic. The thing is, because the packaging was no fun, I would imagine it would have been better if it was in packaging, say the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer, like this metallic thing, because it's such a thick consistency. I think it would have been much nicer. And the product itself wasn't that standout-ish to me either, because again, it was a concealer shade that, this is by the way medium 8, that wasn't really brightening, and also the formula itself wasn't that standout-ish. So the whole process of me using this up is a miracle to me, because it's one of those that I couldn't wait to get over with. So it's not something I would recommend. Another product that I had to declutter because it's just, oh my god, so old, but takes me back, is, I don't even, oh god, it's the Cover FX drops. Do you remember when drops were like a thing? It's way past its due date, even though it's like still super pretty. It's super metallic. It's definitely not something I would repurchase again, because I'm more into the more subtle highlighters. I'm not into that whole like stripe of metal down my face anymore. But it was a time in makeup history that I claim fully, and it was really nice. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is a nice moment, even though it was like extra dramatic. It wasn't like another era. But anyway, decluttering it because it's time. Products I will be decluttering are the Violet Voss and Laura Lee, the Violet Voss and Laura Lee palette, and the Nicole Concilio palette. So this, the Violet Voss and Laura Lee, was the first ever, I think, YouTuber collab Violet Voss did. I haven't checked for Violet Voss in a really long time, and even though this Once Upon a Time was like a dope palette, the whole thing was like, this was like the beginning of where we're at now when it comes to, you know, neutral palettes, pop of green or something. This was revolutionary for its time, shall we say. It was right at that cusp, definitely after Urban Decay Naked palettes that had the whole thing where it was like, oh my god, this is like a whole vibe. And it was right at that moment where it's like kind of like that like little peak era before it became like way too excessive. This was there and this sold out. This was one of the times when Violet Voss wasn't even in Sephora yet. We've been through it and it's time for me to let it go because I don't use it anymore. The formula is not agreeable to me anymore, and it kind of follows the whole thing with Nicole Concilio, who's also a YouTuber. CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser for dry and normal skin. This is a scam, okay? This is a scam. It broke me out. Afterwards, I went on Reddit and a whole bunch of people were like, what did they do with the formula? They changed the formula. The formula is horrible. So yeah, one of the most important thingies that make CeraVe was delegated to like the 6th or 7th product in the ingredient list, and that usually means that it has a lesser amount than the first product. So yeah, got screwed over. And really like horribly too. I feel like I've already complained about this in another video, but you get it twice. Anyway, the Summer Fridays R&R mask and the Summer Fridays Overtime mask. So the R&R mask, I actually have a video that's like really slow-mo and I thought I was like super artsy. I'll put it in the card so you can check it out if you want. The R&R mask is nice. It's kind of like this rugged rose oily kind of consistency. Would I repurchase it? No. However, the Overtime mask is really nice. It's really great if your skin is feeling dull and you need it to feel brightened and also to kind of like remove dead skin and all that. It's really amazing for that. So yes, I would definitely recommend the Overtime mask over the R&R mask. Definitely the jet lag, but I haven't tried the new version, so let's put an asterisk on there. Last but definitely not least is another Drunk Elephant product, and it's the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. So this is really nice, but I think I would have preferred using the Protini because it's way thicker than this. This I think would be amazing for people who have, well, actually who have oily skin. But it was really hydrating, and I honestly really love the concept of this to push out the product because it always stays, you know, sealed and unsoiled by the air. So it's like really amazing. I love this. When it comes to packaging, I think that Drunk Elephant does an amazing job, and now they've branched into hair stuff. Honestly, I don't know if it's really for my hair type, you know, 4C, all that good stuff. Really enjoyable products. What about you guys? What is the latest product you finished? Please tell me in the comments below and tell me if you would repurchase it or not. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. There are a couple of videos that just popped up on the screen, so definitely check them out if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!